Blessings. Hi, this is Amanda Amethyst, and I'm bringing you another lunar tarot scope for the time period between November 11th, the new moon in Scorpio, and November 25th, 2015, the full moon in Gemini. This new moon period in Scorpio has been quite intense for me. I definitely felt it coming on and have had some occurrences in my personal life that have really been aligning with the energies of Scorpio, all of that deepness, all of the emotions, the things under the surface. It's been a quite interesting and challenging time for me personally, and I wish you all the best at this particular time. Today, 11/11 is also another portal. We are really in it now. I was speaking of the quickening in our last video, but this is yet another portal for us to go through as consciousness levels throughout the human collective consciousness grid continue to raise. Yay. The rising tide really is lifting all boats at this time, and many of us who I've been speaking with and coming into contact with in my community have also been experiencing a lot during this time period. It's a time of rapid changes and a lot of growth. So that's very exciting for me and hopefully also for you. So today, 11/11 is another portal for us, and this is a time for us to really integrate that which we have been learning and experiencing lately. Not just in this last moon cycle, but we've all been experiencing quite a bit lately. So thank you again for all of your work and for your presence here. Thank you so much. Thank you. This day is also the new moon, so for me, I feel drawn to spend time alone in meditation, reflection, introspection, contemplation of my own self and my own deep inner workings and desires, and really clarifying where it is that I am going and recommitting to my path and doing a lot of inner personal things, working with people who are very close to me, soul groups, soul family, and connecting in community as well. So there are lots of different levels, and of course for you, just choose whatever feels the best for you. This is also a time period of really working together in community, in council, in sacred partnership, in your soul groups. This is very important right now. Having this network of support and love and trust, and being able to ask for what you need and desire and be open to receive it. That's something that I'm really learning about a lot right now. Getting clear about my emotions and feelings and being able to express that to everybody, to friends, to close partners, to people who I'm working with. This has been a struggle for me in the past, and so that's a big thing for me right now. And I've been speaking with others who have also been working through similar things, so I wanted to address that in this video. This is also a time of rapid growth, which means overcoming major patterns which have been in your life, maybe for your whole lifetime. Maybe this is something that's in your genetic memory that's coming through ancestry. So really overcoming a lot of big stuff right now. And sometimes this can be very graceful and easy, and sometimes it's a little bit more of a challenge, or a little bit more perceived as difficult. So again, I honor you for your work. Thank you for doing your work, and keep going. I spoke a little bit before also about commitment. To me, this is a time of commitment. For me personally, today in particular on 11/11, I'm renewing a lot of vows, which I have already taken, and I'm also committing myself to deeper levels of mastery and to new vows as well. Some people who I've spoken with about this view these types of vows as being somewhat restrictive, or as sort of like, why are you punishing yourself? Why are you doing that to yourself? And For me, I personally view them as commitments to myself and to my path out of love and respect and of readiness to continue to do my work here in a deeper way. This time period has also brought up a lot of communication, and compassionate communication and nonviolent communication have been coming up a lot in my world and in worlds that I'm connected into. And so I just wanted to also address that and say, recommend to people to look up information about compassionate communication, which is also called nonviolent communication. I recently was in a very wonderful workshop retreat with grandmother Karina and also Carolyn Little, and I highly recommend working with either of those women if you have a chance to do so and feel called. And we spent some time talking about compassionate communication, which is also called nonviolent communication, and really practicing that by the simple steps that we went through are: I observe this, whatever it is. I feel this, whatever it is. I desire whatever, and then I request this, and then letting it go. So that's been very helpful for me, and I'm still integrating that into my life, and I highly recommend that to others as well. This is also a time of clarity and focus. Many of us have been riding these waves, which are quite intense, and sometimes those waves can get very choppy because of the intensity when we come into close relationship with people and there's conflict, or when things are just intense. It can feel really choppy, and that choppiness on the surface can be distorting to what is actually happening, and that's okay. It's all okay, just accepting things as they are. This too shall pass, just like everything else. And we're coming into a new wave of energy through this 1111 portal, and the waveforms will continue to change through this time. And as they start to even out a little bit more, we'll be able to come back into a state of clarity with less distortion. We can also choose this state even when we're in the choppy by connecting to the infinite version of ourselves, connecting to the stillness of all that is. With this portal and with the new moon in Scorpio, many of our deepest and darkest stuff has and may continue to come up to be worked through. This could be working through trauma and working through that while keeping our hearts open is a beautiful lesson. It can be an intense lesson, and that's something that I've been working with lately, and have been on several different sides of that, by feeling trauma and also by somewhat inflicting trauma, and seeing both sides of that and feeling both sides of that and remaining in a place of being open-hearted and present has been a huge lesson for me. So being able to continue along our path and also take the time to care for ourselves and for others who we are with, and particularly caring for ourselves and taking responsibility for ourselves, our own actions, our own feelings, and our own well-being. Please take care of yourself, because you're so important. Okay, so getting to the cards. Some cards already came out while I was preparing the decks, clearing them and reshuffling them, etc. The messages that I have received so far from the cards, we got the Wheel of Fortune card. This card is all about we create our own reality. You see there are two people turning this Wheel of Fortune. There's also the all-seeing eye in the middle, as well as a pentagram, a five-sided structure. There are two cranes. There's also the moon and spider, fire and water and earth, air, ether is implied. This is an ether suit card. This is a major arcana card, number 10. So this is a major point, which we of course already know. we're in it. But this is a major point of understanding that we create our own reality, and it is through our own actions, our own choices, our own mental states that we create that reality, and we can turn the wheel whichever way we so desire. And it's important to be aware of what we are thinking and doing to turn that wheel. What are we creating in our lives? What do we wish to create in our lives? Spider is the architect of our dreams. Spider also is creating and letting go and writing. So any types of creative energies that you've been feeling lately, honor that and create and share that. Put it out into the world. Let it go. Do its thing. Yeah. We'll come back to this later. We also received a message from the goddess Mot about fairness, and a message from Mot is to change your idea, your perception of what fairness is, to serve the greatest good of all and not serving our own needs. And so this can be very powerful in perceived conflict with others, and also just in our day-to-day lives. The way I perceive that message is to really keep the highest good of all that is as our main focus, and be less attached to what we perceive as our own personal needs and wants and desires. We also received an angel message of hope, Archangel Hanael, reminding us that we live in an amazing, love-filled, abundant universe, and to hold on to our hope and to be happy, be joyful, be in this light state of being and having hope and having faith and knowing that we are cared for and loved is a really beautiful, sweet energy and a very uplifting energy. The Initiate of Feathers also came out, which is all about our mental state, our mind, mastery of our mind, again, to create our reality. It goes along very well with the Wheel of Fortune card. It's also about initiations into new levels of awareness. So it's a beautiful time. Again, we're right in a portal, so it's a really potent time. I also pulled some Ascended Masters cards, and we got Lu, Persistence. Lu is a Celtic sun god, reminding us to really be persistent and hold on to our dreams and to keep our mental state in order, visualizing our desires and our dreams as already manifested, and also to be persistent in our action toward those dreams and those manifestations, taking a little bit of action every single day towards what we really desire. Also yoga, Babaji, the avatar, beautiful energy here, reminding us of our practices and to continue with our practices. And yoga is not just the asanas, the physical practice, it's also breath work, it's also so many other things. So this is a reminder to our practices and to support ourselves through all of these tools which we have been gifted by avatars such as Babaji, by masters. Okay. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards now. I'll be using the 5th Tarot deck, which is by Martine and Teresina Bakken's amazing tarot deck that's aligned with the 5th dimensional earth energies, the new earth energies. So I feel a very strong resonance with it. Okay, so we'll pull a couple of cards here. Here's the first one, 2 of Feathers, Truth. So this has Native American pipes on it. It also has chickadee feathers, which are all about positivity. There are some crocuses coming up out of the snow. And the pipe bearers in Native American culture are the truth speakers. They're the holders of wisdom. They also facilitate our earthly beings' connection with the star beings and with the divine via smoking the pipe. Bringing our prayers, sending our prayers and our intentions up to Creator. I get a lot of ancestor energy with this as well. To me personally, this particular type of tree has to do with ancestors. So this is a feather suit, an air suit again, which is our mental body. So being in a space of our truth. And of course with the smoking of the pipe, that's expressing our truth to the divine and sharing our truth with others. 2 is also partnership. So working with others, this could be a romantic partnership. This could also be a pairing of different aspects of you, masculine, feminine. Could be a work partnership. Could be a friendship. But really being very close to one another. There's a lot of mirroring going on here. The 2 trees, the 2 pipes, the 2 feathers. There's a lot of mirroring here. And speaking your truth, having the courage and the ability to speak your truth, which is a really beautiful thing and is something that I have had challenges with personally. And I'm doing my best and working towards that and being more open. 2 of feathers, truth. This is also earth truth. This is also knowing that we are here as the Rainbow Warriors. We are here to stand for the earth and to speak truth about our right interaction with the earth, to speak up about social injustices, to speak. The pipe bearer is the holder of truth and the speaker of truth, the disseminating knowledge to others and standing firm in that and saying, no, this is not okay. This is how we choose to be in balance. This is a powerful card. Let's see what other cards we get. Oh, this one wants to come. 5 of shells, release. Okay. This is another beautiful card. This is the shell suit, the water suit. This has to do with our emotional body, our subconscious as well. There's a lot of abundance right on the edge of this with sand dollars all around. And release, 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 let it go. What are you ready to release? Or what do you not feel like you're ready to release, but that it's time to release? The sea star is an extremely strong being. They can rip apart any other creature pretty much because they use this circle in the middle as a pump. They like filter water through that pump and have hydraulic power for their muscles. So they can pretty much destroy, they eat a lot of shelled animals, and they do that, they overpower them by not their own strength, but by knowing how to channel other strength through them. So if you don't feel like you're able to release or let go of an emotion or a relationship or a way of being, a pattern, or a physical thing, or a loved one that has passed, maybe. I'm getting that a lot. So if you have a loved one who has passed and you're having trouble letting go of that, you can channel divine energy through you to assist you with this release. Okay, you can channel that through your crown and into your body or into your heart. You can come in here, you can come in here. Wherever you feel that it needs to come in, that's okay. It can come in through the root, it can come in anywhere. My intuition was that it would come in through the crown, but that could be anywhere. Maybe it is through the heart, because this, for the sea star, comes in their center. Oh, that's funny. I'm noticing that my necklace looks like this. So as we release these things, new things which we desire, new maybe relationships, new emotional states, new mental states, new ways of being, new partnerships, new physical things can come into our life. As we let go of the old, the new can come in. And it's all right there. It's all right there. It's so close. All we have to do is let go. And it's a 5. 5 is change. So if you're having trouble letting go of the person who you used to be and changing into your new self, or having trouble allowing this change, this transition, that's okay. You can just be where you are. It's okay. You can just accept where you are, and also call upon divine support to help you release, to help you let go, to help this process, this transition. We're always letting go. We're always bringing in the new. It's a beautiful process. 5 is change, transition. So we've got a 2 and then a 5, which is nice. It's a nice progression. And then I'm going to pull one more of these cards. This one, 5 of fire, transformation. Another 5. So here we have the sun, the earth, and the moon, the Trinity. Transformation by fire. Sounds like fun. Sounds like it might be a little bit intense, maybe. Some people like that, some people don't like that. So we've got 2 forms of transformation here. This is also a shoreline sort of feature. It's something that's right near the surface, or something that's sometimes underwater, sometimes out in the open. So sometimes we're keeping this hidden, sometimes it's right out for everyone to see. Sometimes we're aware of this, sometimes we're not aware of this. So this is changing deeply seated patterns, and this is changing, it's like a cosmic change. It's a change that's gonna happen, whether or not, like this one seems a little bit more like you're taking the action to release, and this one's like, hey, it's gonna happen. You're going to be transformed, because we're seeing these solar flares, right? This is just reminding me of all of these cosmic activities that do affect us. The state of the moon affects us. The state of the solar flares affect us. It's very important for us to be grounded into the earth. And when I say grounded into the earth, I'm speaking of grounding into the 5th dimensional earth, grounding into the earth which we are in, grounding into this place which we are living, these physical forms of us anyways, in the cosmos, so that we have a reference point through which to move through all of the cosmic activities that are happening, that are changing us. We're changing. A lot of it is through our own work, yes, and a lot of it is through external, we're here at this time and things are changing now. So that's what this card is saying to me very loudly right now. I like that we have a lot of different suits here. The fire suit is of action, physical action. It's also our inner spark, it's sexuality, it's kundalini energy, it's our creativity, our expression in this world. So how are we changing these things? How are we transforming right now? As a result of our own inner spark and our inner drive, and also our position in this place and time. Beautiful cards. I'm feeling to pull an angel card. So here I have the Angels of Atlantis deck by Stuart Pearce. It's a really beautiful deck. It's a sound healing deck as well. He's got a lot of great books and other decks about sound healing. Beautiful, beautiful information. Okay, Raphael, empathy. One just popped right out. Raphael is the holy healer. He works with the green ray. You can see this emerald energy. This is a depiction of him, of the angel Raphael. There's also this lotus, the lotus heart. It's really beautiful. Having empathy allows us to heal ourselves and others. And just take a deep breath. This is a very calming energy. I just had a major shift from that really fiery, like, transformation. And then this is very grounding and very gentle. So being able to go through all of these experiences and be on our path, and also have the awareness that everybody else who we encounter is also going through all their path and is also here with us now. We're all here together because we love each other so much. We love each other so much that we came here to interact and to bounce around off of each other and to collaborate and to hurt each other and to learn and grow and to support each other. All of these things are out of love and out of empathy, and because we answered our soul calling of these are the lessons that I'm choosing to learn. And those hard lessons, those painful lessons, those are the people, those are the souls, the beings who love you so much that they are willing to play that role in your life. So having empathy for others, empathy for the world, empathy for all beings, and also realizing that as we're here, we're human, and having compassion for ourselves as well. This is a really sweet, beautiful card. I'm going to look it up because this is a sound healing deck, and so I think that there's also a chant or a tone that goes along with this. Here's the little booklet that comes with it. So, Raphael, empathy. It says, chant Ha through the heart chakra, and Raphael's energy will fill you as an aid. So it says, try to move through the challenges that you face with empathy, humor, and love. Chant Ha through the heart chakra, and Raphael's energy will fill you as an aid. So I'm going to do that right now. You can join me if you'd like. So a deep breath in, and breathe out. Another deep breath in. And you can do that 3 times. You can wait till later when nobody else is around. You can do it now. It doesn't matter. You can intend that sound and that tone through your heart. Same thing. This is bringing us back to simplicity here. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me here in this video. I know this one's a little bit longer than they have been lately, so thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings to you in this portal, the 11/11 portal, and this time period between the new moon in Scorpio and the full moon in Gemini on the 25th. I'd love to be in contact with you. You can connect with me on Facebook, Amanda Amethyst. You can contact me via email, amandaamethysthealer@gmail.com. I do personal readings and healing sessions as well. I'd love to work with you or just be connected. I also have a Facebook page for a project called the Nectar of the Goddess Temple. I would really love to be in touch with you. Many blessings to you. Thank you so much.